it's going to sound weird at first, is hit the cutters. A lot of times these guards will catch it on the outside and sometime a short corner, a post, and a guard or a post will cut, and they'll be open, and we don't throw them the ball. It seems at times we're scared to mess up. We're scared to have a pass tipped and stolen. At this point, whenever you're, 3 and 6, 3 and 7, don't be scared to have a pass tipped and stolen. Hit an open cutter and take the risk of possibly a blocked shot. That's the worst that's going to happen. Second one is going to be ball pressure. You talk about how we're a little outsized. We're used to it. If a team catches the ball down low in position on us, we're essentially in a position that we cannot win anymore. It's really hard for our bigs to establish dominance down low. It seems like other teams are getting to the free throw line a lot or converting on easy layups. Ball pressure is going to be key to denying the post on the outside. If our guards on the outside are really, really tightened up in their grill, it's going to be hard for them to deliver a quality pass inside. So ball pressure is going to be big. And the third one is going to be take open shots. This kind of has to do with hitting the cutters and the principle of it seems like at times we're scared to screw up or take a shot that coach or our teammates might not be pleased with. If you're open, take the shot, because points is what's going to win this team games, and we know that this team isn't the best defensively, so try to counterpunch that with scoring as much as you can. And to do that, you got to trust your shot and stroke and shoot the ball when you can.
As there you have it, 3 keys from Jack for a Grizzly victory. As the Grizzlies did their traditional shell drill to get warm. Expect a big night tonight from number 12, Alex Meister. Sabetha put some locks on him. He wasn't near as successful. We'll see what he's made of tonight and look for a big bounce back performance. And hopefully tonight back-to-back wins for the Labette County Grizzlies. 2 minutes and 35 seconds till action. Let's pause for a 30-second timeout. We come back, we'll get you starting lineups along with the national anthem here in Harrison Gymnasium. Teams are headed to the benches here in Harrison Gymnasium. Fort Scott Tigers in their road reds, Adidas jerseys, tiger paw on the left leg, white stripes up the sides in white numerals. Labette County Grizzlies in their home whites, red numerals, stripes up the sides, and Grizzlies right across the chest. We're ready for action. Starting lineups coming, national anthem coming. We're going to keep it here and let you listen in as the Labette County Grizzly Nation Band rocks the house with our national anthem. And while they get ready to do that, Jack, let's go ahead and remind our sponsors that tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op, as now they get ready for our national anthem.
According to the rules of the Kansas State Activities Association, cheerleaders, officials, and spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion of good treatment and sportsmanship ideals, taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. At this time, Labette County High School students and staff
National anthem brought to you by the Labette County High School Band here in Harrison Gymnasium. I'm Will Owens. Alongside me is Jack Leak III as we get ready for starting lineups here in Harrison. I'm circling the final ones for the Fort Scott Tigers. As I've got all 5 now circled, we'll start with them. It's going to be number 3, a 6'2 senior, Trey Brown. Number 12, a 6' senior, Luke Bradbury. Number 13, a 5'10 senior, Gavin Pitlawani. Number 15, a 6'1 senior, Tegan Southwell. And number 25, a 6'2 junior, Colin Thomas. So again, it's Brown, Bradbury, Pitlawani, Southwell, and Thomas. For these Labette County Grizzlies, it's number 3, a 5'6 sophomore, Griffin Eaton. Number 5, a 5'11 junior, Eli Heston. Number 10, a 6' junior, Chase Carnahan. Number 12, a 6'2 junior, Alex Meister. And number 21, a 6' senior, Trent Brock. So again, it's Eaton, Heston, Carnahan, Meister, and Brock. And let me tell you, Jack, this isn't a favorable height-wise matchup for these Grizzlies, as the smallest starter is Pitlawani, the guard, at 5'10". Then after that, everybody's above 6 foot. 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'2" for these Fort Scott Tigers, and a ton of experience in this program as they will start a junior and 4 seniors.
Yeah, that's tough. And especially whenever you have a team, like you said, that isn't just outsized, but out-aged, out-seasoned, if you will. And looking at some of these names, they're slowly starting to come back to me. Trey Brown, I remember that name.
Yes.
I remember that name, and there's a reason I remember that name.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, I remember when I was officiating a few years ago as a freshman, I remember watching him. Luke Bradbury, the senior, expect him to be impactful tonight. Very good basketball player, quick guard. He's going to mix well with Pitlawani here.
Yeah, Pitlawani is really, he's like I call him like firecrackers. He can easily get frustrated, which is a disadvantage for him, but he is really, really good on the defensive end. He's a great defender, Pitlawani.
As we get ready for basketball here in Harrison, Pitlawani with it. Fort Scott Tigers moving to the left end of the Harrison Gymnasium as Pitlawani uses a screen from Brown, kicks it to Bradbury. Now he's going to drive the lane, get a foot, and kick it out now to Thomas. Thomas was coming off the bench last year for these Tigers, now starting for him. Now back to Southwell. He gets a lane, has it blocked by Carnahan, kicks it to Pitlawani in the corner. Cross-court pass to Bradbury. Good ball movement from the Tigers here early as they look to use screens from Trey Brown at the top of the key.
Yeah, and Griff Eaton coming off of his best game of the season with Pitlawani. Tough assignment for Griff.
Ball kicked to Thomas at top key. Jump stop. Gets Brock to fall. Misses the 2-footer. Rebound and a foul against number 25, Colin Thomas, as he goes through the body of number 21, Trent Brock, trying to corral a rebound.
And if you made me do 4 keys instead of 3, the 4th one would be rebounding, especially on the defensive end. Second chance points has to be held at a minimum for the Tigers tonight.
Carnahan runs the point guard position here for the Grizzlies. Heston with it, guarded by Bradbury. Now up to Meister at the top of the key, guarded by Thomas. Ball moves left wing to Carnahan. Carnahan surveys, kicks it to Heston. He's going to drive right against Brown. Out of control layup, no good. Rebound by Southwell, and he's pushing the tempo for the Tigers right into the chest of the defense, and it's going to be a hold against the Labette County Grizzlies. We'll see who they get as they're going to put it on number 10, Chase Carnahan. Argerbright wanted to travel, but they will not give it to him, as that will send number 15, Tegan Southwell, to the free throw line. First shot from Southwell is up, long, no good. As both teams looking for their first points here just over a minute in. Free throw number 2 coming for Southwell. Takes a dribble, it is up and short. Rebound by Alex Meister, and foul number 2, it's a big one, as it's going to go on number 25, Colin Thomas. Sub coming to the table, this could be a sophomore, 5'9", Caden Young.
Yeah, and something going back to Eli's layup that was kind of crazy, something that our guards don't do that I'd like to see them do, is whenever they get in the paint, they'll throw up some stray shot. Lean into your defender, try to draw the foul, and it'll create a much easier shot for yourself.
Carnahan with the point guard position, kicks it to Heston, guarded by the much taller Brown now. As he will survey the floor, now gives it back to Carnahan. He's going to work left. Fort Scott switching everything on the man's side. As now Heston drives in, kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton turns the corner, puts the floater up and connect it for Griffin Eaton. Labette County draws first blood here against the Tigers. It is 2-0. Labette County, Pitt Luwani drives baseline, kicks it cross court. Open three here from Himmer. Sorry, I got the wrong number when he checked in. Three's no good. It's not 33 Young, it's number 30, Braden Himmer, or Himmers, how we're going to say. Himmer is the one in the ball game for the Tigers as he's going to guard Carnahan.
Eaton has really soft hands. Griff does a nice job of controlling the ball, and once he gets to the rim, he does not panic.
As Eaton has, or Carnahan loses it, kicks to Heston. He'll launch a three, no good. Rebound fought for. Brown just stays straight up, and he will pull it down as they give it to Bradbury. He pushes the tempo now and kicks it out to Southwell, kicks it to Brown, and he will drive and connect it. Fort Scott on the board with two here, as it is to knot it up at 2 at 5:30 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Brown came in just flying. It's tough to help defense on that. Your only option is just about to take a charge on that.
Eaton drives, kicks it to Carnahan in the corner. He'll fake the pass, now drive, and hand it off to Heston. Heston spins around, rotates it to Eaton, now back in the corner to Carnahan. Brock posting up, they aren't going inside. As now Heston's on the left wing squaring up with Bradbury. Good defense by these Tigers here early. They're switching all screens, so no way for Labette County truly to get a screen on anybody.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can definitely tell that every basket is going to have to be hard-earned tonight for these Grizzlies.
Carnahan with it, calls for the screen, gives it up now to Eaton. He'll set it up the offense as he's on the Grizzly paw at center court. Ball now over to Carnahan, goes to the corner,
nice
cutting
pass.
Meister off the screen. He connects it. Grizzlies take back the lead at 4-2, and here comes Pitt Luwani and these Tigers. As Pitt Luwani with some great handles, guarded closely by Eaton. They'll go inside to Brown. Worked against Meister. Pump fake. Brown goes up and under and scores it easily against Alex Meister. 4-4. We're knotted back up, and here comes Heston and the Grizzlies.
Post defense is under the category of weaknesses for this Grizzly team. I mean, it is. It really is.
You're
so
not wrong.
it's really hard for us to get position on teams. We have to find a way to help them out.
Eaton with the basketball, surveys the floor, picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. He'll get it over to Heston now. As Heston surveys, gives it up to Brock at the free throw line. Back to Heston. Pull-up jumper for Heston. No good. Rebound, Gavin Pitt Luwani. He's pushing the tempo down the floor. Got the rebound. He's the first Fort Scott Tiger down the floor. It's stripped and saved by the Grizzlies. Great hustle by Carnahan and great hands by Eaton.
Yeah, it looks like Griff almost carried it there, but they didn't call it. But a great hustle by Chase saving it when Griff wasn't sure where it was.
As Carnahan has the basketball at the top of the key, he'll kick it over now to Heston. Still man-to-man defense from the Tigers. Heston thought about the step-back three. He'll give it up to Carnahan now. As there's 3:20 to go in the first quarter, and the Grizzlies and Tigers are knotted up at 4-all. A spin move in the lane. Jump shot from Meister. Misses everything wide left. Rebound Tigers. Ball up the court to Pitt Luwani, and a foul on Eaton. Trying to close out on Pitt Luwani, as that's going to be the second team foul against the Grizzlies and the first foul against Griffin Eaton. Subs for the Tigers as Bradbury and Himmer check out. It will be number 20, Mark Quinn Johnson, a 6'1 sophomore, checking in, along with number 5, Dryden Cozens, a 6'3 junior. And checking in for Labette County, it'll be number 4, Trey Vinson, and number 20, Easton Hodge, replacing Eaton and Brock. So Pitt Luwani with the basketball, guarded by Vinson. They'll hand it off now to Southwell. Ball reversal here for the Tigers. Pitt Luwani's going to drive, get in the lane, floater, no good. Brown with the rebound, no box out on him. He connects it and one, as he went right at Meister. So basket's good. That will be the first foul on Alex Meister. And the Tigers have a chance to extend their lead to 3 here early. 6-4. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Brown at the line looking for the and one. As the shot is up and in for Brown. As Brown's, I think he's got majority of their points here.
He's got all of them.
All 7 for the Tigers.
On that one, you almost have to let him just make it, because there was zero way, other than a miraculous block, that he doesn't get fouled there. You almost have to just let him make that.
As the Tigers make another substitution, Bradbury comes back in. Pitlawani, or number 13, sorry. Yeah, Pitlawani will take a breather. Took his glasses off and I didn't recognize him. As Meister gets in the lane, working on Brown and rolls it up and over the front of the rim. 2 for Alex Meister. Grizzlies trail by 1 here with 2.5 to go in quarter number 1.
Alex does a nice job of finishing at the rim.
Ball on the deck. It's going to be off the Tigers. An errant pass by Bradbury. Turnover Tigers. And Labette County with a chance to reclaim the lead here since 2-0, really.
Yeah, and that wasn't really a post-entry feed, but the concept is the same in what I'm looking for. The ball pressure was a nice creating havoc there off the pass.
Carnahan drives, kicks to Meister. He'll pump fake and pull it from about 8 foot out. No good. Rebound Tigers. As it is Parker Allen in the ball game, running the point guard position for the Tigers. Now over to Brown. He is stripped by Heston. Grizzlies out in transition. Up to Vincent it goes. He attacks. Kicks to Heston, pump fake the 3. He's going to drive, kick to Meister. He'll fake the 3, and he'll put up a running floater, leave it short. Rebound, 5-4. Meister comes away with it. He's going to go up into Brown. Floater running away from the basket. No good. Rebound, Brown and the Tigers.
Great hustle there by Alex multiple times. I'm not sure if Argerbright likes his shot selections, but his hustle is tough to deny.
7-6 the score. 90 seconds remain in quarter number 1. Ball inside to Brown, guarded by Meister. Triple team coming. He's got to kick it. Ball rotates in the corner to Southwell. Tigers opposite floor now as Allen's in the opposite corner watching the baseline. Vincent guarding him closely. He'll hand it off to Southwell. And Southwell losing the handle on it. Looks a little careless with the basketball. Bradbury launches a 3. Line drive approach, no good. And over the back foul called against number 20, Parker Allen.
Yeah, nice job not fouling there on that possession. There were multiple times where it would have been easy for us to foul him, but we stayed under control and did a very nice job defensively.
As Allen checks out following the foul, and Gavin Pitlawani checks back in. Griffin Eaton will enter back into the ball game as he will replace Alex Meister here in the final minute of the first quarter. Tigers leading 7-6. As Grizzlies are going to be content holding for 1 shot. Tigers flip to a long 2-3 zone as they look to pressure, and Pitlawani and Bradbury out at the top of it.
Yeah, Fort Scott's not going to pressure you here. Why shoot and give them the ball back? Just run it down and try and get 1 shot here.
Carnahan plays the high post against this zone. As Eaton has it at the top of the key, he's looking to set it back up. Vincent come to his side. Pressure picking up from the Tigers. A near backcourt violation against Griffin Eaton. He saves it. 20 seconds now on the clock. Again, pressure still coming from these Tigers, and a turnover against Labette County as the pressure got to him. As Eaton steals it right back, though, as a half-court heave, not needed. I think he forgot how much time he had left. As Fort Scott steps out of bounds, it will be Labette County basketball.
That happened in Burlington. Why do I want to say it was Griffin Burlington? I mean, it's kind of funny. It's not like that makes him look bad or anything. But I think in Burlington, somebody launched a half quarter with like 6 seconds on the clock.
Carnahan on the inbound. Heston looking for a 3. Nothing there. 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to heave it as the ball is stripped and goes out of bounds. Great defense by the Tigers. Into quarter number 1. It's Fort Scott Tigers 7, Labette County Grizzlies 6. Let's take 60 seconds here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
End of quarter number 1. It's the Tigers 7, Grizzlies 6. Labette County will start with the basketball. Fort Scott switches back to man-to-man. The 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. It's Eaton, Vinson, Heston, Meister, and Brock. As the Grizzlies look to get something going against this man-to-man defense. Meister cuts, nothing there. Then Heston cuts, nothing there. Now they've got Trent Brock at the top of the key. Swings it over to Trey Vinson. As now Heston pump fakes a 3, gets in the lane, spins it back out to Meister. Meister pump fakes a 3. Ball rotates for these Labette County Grizzlies. As again, nothing easy coming against these Fort Scott Tigers.
No, very few. As we have a turnover here, very few open shots have been passed up, but I'd still like to see those taken. I know if you're wanting to run a set offensive play, I get it. But Eli could have shot that 3 there, and I would have liked to see him put it up.
As they're having to move the ball down from where he picked it up. So different entry spot for the Tigers. As it's Tiger basketball here, 7-6. First possession for the Tigers here in the second quarter. Near steal by Eaton. Pitlawani has it, kicks it back out. Southwell pump fakes a 3, gets in the lane, puts up a floater, no good. Goes for the rebound, and he fouls Eli Heston, as Heston had a body on him on the box out. Tigers getting in trouble here, trying to use their length on the boards. As now, number 4, Trent Peck, a 5'11 junior, checking in, and Tegan Southwell is checking out. So much like the Lady Tigers, these Fort Scott Tigers on the men's side use a lot of subs.
Yeah, and back to the foul count, you would think that the Grizzlies would be the one in trouble. Fort Scott's really not in trouble, but because of our size disadvantage. But Fort Scott seems to have gotten a little overconfident with their advantage and drawn more fouls.
Heston with it on the right wing, enters inside to Meister, kicks it out to Eaton. He'll pull up from the free throw line, no good. Good rebound by Brown and the Tigers as they'll look to go extend their lead as they're still with a 1-point lead, 7-6. Pitlawani drives, gets into the lane, goes up and one, loses his glasses. I don't know where the glasses ended up, as it looks like
different places.
They broke. So Pitlawani's glasses broke.
He acts like that's happened a few times, and I would assume it has.
I'm going to assume it has as well. Looks like he's going to play without him, so I don't know if they're really a big deal or not, quite truthfully. As he's going to step to the free throw line without him.
We'll find out on this free throw.
9-6. Pitlawani's first shot is up. Rolls left off the rim. Rebound Meister. As it's 9-6. Tigers lead is 3. Ball goes into the corner to Eaton. Now back to Meister. Meister pump fakes the 3 once again. Now to Heston. Over to Eaton. Down screens being set by the Grizzlies. Vincent finds a seam, goes up and under and scores. And Vincent can do that anytime he wants if he will take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was hinting at in the pregame show. I want these guards to attack more than they do because it's there.
As there is a missed shot by the Tigers. Rebound Grizzlies 9-8, and the Grizzlies looking to claim a lead. Heston drives, nothing there, kicks it out to Eaton. As now Eaton gets it back from Vincent, and they'll set up the offense. Sub set to check in for Labette County at the next stop in play. As it's a low pass handled well by Vincent. As he squares up, looks at the basket, now gives it to Meister, top key over to Brock. Around the perimeter, the ball swings down screen, set for Eaton. He's not going to have a 3, gives it back to Heston now. 5:29 to go in the half, and it's 9-8 Fort Scott Tigers. So not a high-scoring affair here at all, Jack.
No, it's not.
As Heston gets in the lane and gets the finger roll layup to go. 10-9 Grizzlies, and here comes the Fort Scott Tigers. As it's Pitlawani running the basketball. I just don't recognize the kid now without his glasses.
I know. It is. Whenever you see somebody with something on so much, then whenever they take it off, they look like a whole other person. He's worn them since freshman year.
Brown has it, gets it on the inside. Pump fakes, gets Brock in the air, and then goes. 11-10, Tigers right back in the lead. And a 2-3 zone now from these Fort Scott Tigers. Eaton has it at the top of the key, kicks it to Vincent on the right wing. Up to Heston. Now Heston yet to shoot a 3 in this one tonight. As Eaton has it now back to Vincent. Ball rotates to Eli. Eli now into the middle to Eaton. Eaton's in the middle of the zone. Goes up with the underhand. No good. Rebound by number 5, Dryden Cousins. As it is the Tigers with the basketball back with a 1-point lead.
Still a pretty good look that you can't really complain about.
Ball rotates to Pitlawani. He's going to drive right, gets a foot in the lane, kicks it to Bradbury. He'll launch a three, long, no good. Good rebound by Trey Vincent. And luckily, not another foul call against the Tigers on an over the back.
Yeah, it could have been. You could feel it coming because he hung in there for a while, but Vincent did a nice job ripping it down from him there.
Ball skips cross court to Heston, and he'll launch his first three of the game, leaves it short, and it bounces over the top of the backboard. Coach Arbright wanted that one. Stoppage in play. Number 20 will check in for the Tigers, Parker Allen, along with, there's another sub, I don't know. Oh, number 15 comes back. Yep. Tegan Southwell along with number 30, Braden Himmer. Pitlawani back with his glasses. We'll recognize him now. As for the Grizzlies, Chase Carnahan checks in, replacing Vincent, and number 15, Hudson Baker, replaces Trent Brock. Ball inside to Brown. Brown working against the freshman Baker, loses his footing. He's got a long frame to look over, and Hudson Baker, a three from Southwell, draws nothing as it is out of bounds to Labette County.
Nice defense inside there on Brown. He was triple teamed there at once. But what that does create is an open shot, and luckily Southwell didn't knock that one down.
Heston now kicks it over to Meister. 2-3 zone still from the Tigers. Carnahan slides into the middle of it. Is now Meister's on the left wing, more suitable for this Grizzlies to go against the zone as he got 2 3-point shooters on both wings. Coach Arbright's barking out a play. Now they're going to move Meister back to the high post and put Carnahan back on the outside. Carnahan looking to drive now, kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton now swings it back to Carnahan, now back to Eaton. Looks like Eli Heston's trying to roam on the baseline, hope somebody loses him as they'll kick it back around the perimeter, and a near steal here by Parker Allen as that's a long pass for Eaton to try and make across this zone.
Yeah, I'd like to see him throw it to the elbow to Alex, and then that guard fade to the corner and then get a pass from Alex. It creates open shots. I'd like to see him punch a couple holes in this zone.
As the Tigers are still in this 2-3 zone, 2:42 remains in the half, and it's 11-10 Fort Scott. Eaton with the basketball, surveying still. Grizzlies are patient on the offensive end here. As Baker had his man sealed up the lane, they don't go inside. As the ball staying on the perimeter, Eaton now tries to kick it over the top of Pitlawani. Pitlawani saves it, bounces it off the shoe of Eli Heston. Good move by Pitlawani and great defensive recovery by Eaton to poke that ball out of bounds off the pass. As it's going to stay with the Tigers underneath their own rim. Inbounded by Southwell, cut by Pitlawani, misses the putback, or misses the 2-footer, rebound Heston. Up the floor, the Grizzlies come. It's Meister with the basketball, kicks it to Eaton. He's going to drive, kick it backside to Carnahan. He'll drive baseline, nowhere to go. He's searching as he'll now get it to Meister and up top to Heston.
That's a three that Chase could have shot there, but this Grizzly team, this offense needs to cut deep into this zone because they're just shallow right now.
Making it a little easy for these Tigers to start to extend. A three from Heston is good. Grizzlies reclaim the lead, 13-11 here with 1:42 to go in this first half.
Seems like just about every time he puts up a three, you just about know it's going to go in, and he finally got one to go there.
Brown up and over Hudson Baker. Nothing they can do about it as he makes it. And it is Grizzly basketball. Ball goes inside, now back out to Eaton. He'll launch a three, long, no good. Rebound Meister. Meister with it, kick it back out to Carnahan.
Brown has 11 of Fort Scott's 13 points tonight, so Brown really dominating, all of them in the paint too.
Scores locked up at 13 all. There's 1 minute to go here till the end of the first half. Carnahan thought about the three. Fort Scott will switch back to man-to-man defense now with 53 seconds to go. Labette County looks content to hold for one final shot.
Yeah, kind of like at the end of one, just hopefully we don't sit on it too hard and almost throw it away like we did. But we got to get a good shot up here and be aware of how much time is on the clock.
As they're pressuring Eaton having a hard time dealing with Allen. As a tip pass nearly taken away, Meister corrals it. 28 seconds now on the clock. And it is Eli Heston with the basketball. He's going to drive, dish off to Carnahan. Again, nothing there. Carnahan kicks it to Meister. He'll pull up from inside the three. Long, no good. Rebound fought for. It's loose on the deck. Tigers come away with it. Southwell, 12 seconds on the clock. Now Allen has it.
Yeah, smart call there by Coach Heffern, as it looked like they were going to rush a shot up, but he told them to slow down.
As there's 6 seconds on the clock, Pitlawani drives, gets into the lane, goes right into Meister. No call, as they're going to say it's no good. He did not get it up. They say Brown did not get it off. So at halftime, it's the Fort Scott Tigers 13, Labette County Grizzlies 13. Let's take a 2-minute timeout here on KLKC. When we come back, Jack will have your halftime stats.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Doolahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do, and this is the right tool for that job.
It can happen any time or place. You feel a tingle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast. Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Score knotted up at 13 all here in Harrison Gymnasium between the Fort Scott Tigers and the Labette County Grizzlies. I'm Will Owens alongside Jack Leak III. Jack, let's go ahead and have those halftime stats.
Well, it's not too eye-opening.
Sure not.
Yeah,
13
it's awful low. Leading scorer for Labette County, Eli Heston, had 5, all in the second quarter. Behind him, Alex Meister with 4 points. Trey Vincent and Griff Eaton, each with a pair. For the Tigers, Trey Brown had 11 of their 13, and Pitlawani had the missing 2. So Trey Brown, I mean,
yeah,
ball pressure. I look back at my keys because we knew that they were going to score inside, and all of his 11 have came from the paint. Granted, the one free throw which he got on an and one from in the paint. So basically, all their points have came from in the paint. And I look back to that ball pressure key. The ball pressure's been good, but it's been good too late. And what I mean is, after they catch it, then we swarm. I'm not saying we have to triple team before he catches it. That's dumb. But I think that we could make the passes a little bit more challenging because right now they're just kind of hitting him. He's just wide open down there. And granted, he's a really good athlete, and he's going to be hard to cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it could just be a little bit better. It's a little too easy to just get it inside.
Man, you don't have to worry about the book as much when you do it. There ain't near as much scoring as there is in the girls' games.
I know.
13-13 is the halftime score here in Harrison Gymnasium. This broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. We also want to say thank you to our other sponsors for tonight's ball game.
Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. And we ask you if you'd like to stay tuned for our post-game show. It will be brought to you by Bowen Pharmacy.
As the Grizzlies make their way back out on the floor, it's 13-all. 5 minutes to go until the start of our second half. Let's take one final 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have your wrap-up here of the halftime show and get you ready for second half action. One minute and 41 seconds to go here till the start of our second half action in Harrison Gymnasium. I'm Will Owens alongside Jack Leak III. Grizzly Nation band continues to make our lives miserable here in the gym.
Hey, what are you talking about?
That's a compliment. Don't take that. If there's any fans out there, that is not an insult. I'm just saying I can't even hear my own self think in this gym, let alone do I think. I don't know, but still, it's hard to hear.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. They're really good, though. That's one thing. I said this a few games ago. That's one thing that, the Grizzly basketball program is known to be pretty consistent and has developed a pretty good reputation for themselves. So has the band. They're always good. It seems like every year they're really, really good. And we're under a minute to go here. And sometimes we'll go other places, and we don't necessarily, we seem spoiled by our band.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
As there are 45 seconds to go, Jack, it's 13-13. It's going to come down to who can separate themselves on the offensive end. Defense has been phenomenal offense has to come. We'll see what the Grizzlies have in store. Jack, any final thoughts?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say that this game's going to loosen up a bit. I still expect both teams to play really good defense, but I do think one team or both is going to start shooting the ball well. We're going to Scott did 3, and we just had one made 3. We're not going to see that in the second half. Fort Scott's going to knock down 5 or 6 threes, and we're going to hopefully knock down 5 or 6 threes. I think that the rim is going to widen a little bit here in the second half, if I had to guess.
Same starters for both squads here in the second half. It's Brown, Bradbury, Pitlowaney, Southwell, and Thomas. For Labette County, it is Heston, Eaton, Meister, Brock, and Carnahan. Pitlowaney with the basketball. He'll hand it off to Bradbury as they look to set a double screen, much like Labette County runs. Pitlowaney with it now. He'll set it up to Southwell. Southwell now to Brown, into the corner to Bradbury as they continue to survey the floor. Good defense by both squads. Thomas has nowhere to go as they'll go back to Thomas. Now Brown inside. Brown pump fakes. He'll go up and miss. Now he'll get his own miss. Rebound fought for, and it's pulled away by Alex Meister here. Labette County looking to claim a lead here early in the second half.
Nice box out by Trent. Brown could have gotten his second miss, but Trent did a nice job of sealing him off on the baseline.
Ball goes to Carnahan, now off to Heston. Heston surveys, brings the ball up to Meister. Again, not much scoring in this one. A little bit of sluggish on the offensive end as Carnahan launches a 3. It's a line drive, hits both sides of the rim, falls off. Thomas collects the rebound for the Tigers. And Pitlowaney comes his way up the floor as he kicks it up to Southwell. Southwell now surveys, nowhere to go, kicks it to Brown. Brown working against Brock. Good defense by Trent Brock to cut him off baseline. He's going to go back that way. Meister helps, and it's poked out of bounds by Carnahan as they tried to find Southwell in the corner for an open 3.
Yeah, the perimeter defense has been really good for Labette County. I guess you could say the paint defense has been pretty good. Fort Scott only with 13 points, I mean, in the end. But perimeter defense has been really good.
Ball into Pitlowaney. They'll go cross-court pass to Brown. He loses the handle, gathers himself, and goes back up as Trey Brown put another 2 in the book for him. 15-13 Tigers.
He's got 13 now.
As ball comes in to Eli Heston, now back outside. Ball rotates back to Heston. Heston's going to drive middle, get into the lane, goes up, has it stripped, no foul. He's looking for one. It's stripped away by Southwell. He dishes it off to Pitlowaney. Coast to coast connected for the Tigers. Lead up to 4. Grizzlies need to respond.
Yeah, a stop here and then a make by Fort Scott is not ideal.
Heston drives baseline, lays it up. Brown, no contest at the rim. His coach did not like it as it's right back to a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Bradbury with the basketball as he'll dump it off to Thomas. Cross court to Southwell. Southwell drives, corner kick, nothing there. Rotate the ball for the Tigers as Brown looks over and they'll set up an offense and get it to Pitlowaney.
That was a big bucket by Eli because you could sense the momentum starting to swing, and if Fort Scott got a stop there, you were sensing an Argerbright timeout coming.
Pitlowaney with it in the corner. He drives baseline, gets in the lane, dumps it off to Brown.
Nice.
A foul and 1. Carnahan smokes Trey Brown right in the head, trying to block it. So Brown will go to the line for an and 1. As Trey Brown continues to have a night against this Labette County defense.
Yeah,
19-15, Brown for an and 1.
Pitlowaney made that happen. He made a couple defenders suck over off Brown, and then Brown was left right there with position.
Brown hits the front end of the last one to complete the 3-point play. It's a 5-point Tiger lead. Eaton with the basketball. As he'll set it up on the right side, they're trying to get it to Heston. They do. Heston drives left, nothing there, kicks it to Meister. He'll launch his first 3 of the game and connect it for Alex Meister. 30-second timeout. Let's take it here on KLKC. Grizzlies trailing the Tigers 20-18.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
There's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Action already back and happening here at Labette County High School. Fort Scott goes inside to Thomas. He connects it. And now Heston tried to answer with a three. No good. 22-18. Tigers with it. Their second possession out of the timeout. Brown pump fakes. He gets everybody in the air, and he'll kick it out to Pitt Lawani. He'll use the screen from Brown and back it out and then attack. He'll get in the rim. Blocked at the top by Trent Brock. And a rebound recovery by Tegan Southwell. He'll lay it in. 24-18. Tigers starting to find a rhythm against the Grizzly defense.
Yeah, and what do we always say? The third quarter is the most important. We cannot be down by 10, 12 points at the end of the third. We got to keep this game right here.
Meister with it. He drives left, hands it off to Eaton. Eaton will get a foot in the lane, kick it to Heston. He'll pump fake the three. Had the open shot, elected not to shoot it. Carnahan with it, gives it back to Heston.
Yeah, I want Eli to shoot that. I mean, I want him to put that shot up.
As Eaton now gives it over to Meister. Meister has 1-3 in this one, his only three shot. As now it is Eaton driving, tries to kick it to Heston. It's taken away. Southwell has it poked out from behind by Carnahan. It all starts because of the hustle from Eli Heston, making him change directions. Subs in for the Tigers. It's number 20, Parker Allen, number 5, Dryden Cozen. And then for Labette County, Trey Vincent replaces Griffin Eaton. As they inbound the basketball to Pitt Lawani, now back to Thomas. Thomas surveys, bullet pass to Brown, takes a dribble, kicks it to Allen. Right back to Thomas, rotate the ball around the perimeter. Coens is going to launch a three, no good, rebound Meister.
Nice strong hands there by Meister. He had to go up and get that one. And we needed a miss there. We got to respond, though. We have to respond.
Grizzlies trailing by 6, need a bucket on this possession. As they'll kick it to Meister. He'll pump fake the three. He'll drive, put a floater in the lane. No good. Rebound fought for. Brown comes down with it. Over to Thomas. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Thomas now to Pitt Lawani. He'll drive in the lane. Bounce pass across the court. No good. As they tip it around, now it's going to be taken away by the Tigers. Pitt Lawani gets in the lane again. It's going to be a charging violation as Trent Brock got there. And Pitt Lawani is so quick off that dribble.
Oh, my. Like the second he caught it, he kind of swayed his momentum one way. And right as his momentum came to a stop, he instantly shifted the other way. That makes him hard to close out on because you don't know which way he's going to go. It's really hard.
Pitt Lawani and Allen check out as Bradbury checks back in along with, I'm not sure who the other one that came in was. I think Southwell came back into the ballgame for the Tigers. Three no good from Labette County. They're still trying to find an answer to this Tiger defense. Looking inside, nothing there. As Southwell tries to turn the corner, kicks it to Thomas. Thomas now dribble weave action for the Tigers. Brown has it on the left wing. He's working one-on-one with Meister, gets in the lane, pump fake goes up and over. Brock, no good, rebound fought for. Heston comes down with it as Heston now pushes the tempo for the Grizzlies all the way into the lane, misses the layup. Heston hits the deck as Bradbury now up the floor for the Tigers, gives it to Brown. He'll go into the lane, pump fake, go up, he's fouled and one. How many and ones has Trey Brown had tonight? 3, Jack says. And what a performance he is having here this evening in Harrison Gymnasium.
Yeah, and that layup by Eli, he did exactly what I had kind of harped on. He leaned into the player rather than shy away, and he just didn't get the friendly roll. Still a contested layup as he sits down, replaced by John Redford. But momentum back in the favor of the Tigers.
Free throw from Brown is up, hits every side of the rim and off. No box out for the Grizzlies. Southwell comes out of there with it. Tigers back with the basketball, looking to get their lead to 10 as it's 26-18 now. Tiger lead.
Yeah, that hurts. This is where it starts to get dangerous. We're slowly wading into some scary waters here.
Bradbury with it, surveys the floor now. Miscommunication, but contained by Southwell. Redford into the ball game for Heston. Driving right is was Bradbury, correction. Out of control and kicks it out now. As it's going to be Thomas calling for calls a play. I don't know if it's one shot. It's number one. As they're under a minute now to go here. 57 seconds left in the third quarter. 8-point Tiger lead.
Trey Vincent, I hear Coach Argerbyte over here going, jump to the ball, jump to the ball. Trey's the only one doing that right now. Everybody else is just glued to their man, following them everywhere.
As it's a timeout, Fort Scott. It's going to be a full timeout, 26-18 Tigers. 47 seconds remain in the third quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on KLKC.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Doolahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options.
I don't know if the ads are running back at the station.
Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
Game. This broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op,
as well as a few other sponsors, including Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the corner store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House.
Thomas to inbound the ball for Fort Scott. 47 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Tigers with an 8-point lead. Thomas now handed off to number 13, Gavin Pitlawani, worked on by Carnahan. Now back to Thomas, now back to Pitlawani as they're looking to hold for one final shot here in this third quarter, looking to extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, and that shot's going to be a big one. Ideally, you don't even want to get one up. You want to try to get the last shot here, get a hand on a ball or a pass. But if they drill one here, that'd be tough to recover from in the fourth.
Thomas still has it, dribbling out. They're down to 10 seconds, so executed perfectly so far. 9 seconds on the clock. Pitlawani working against Carnahan. 6 seconds. He's driving right, kicks to the corner, open three. No good from the Tigers. Rebound block kick to Meister. And at the end of the third quarter, it is the Fort Scott Tigers 26, Labette County Grizzlies 18. 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
As we're back here in Harrison Gymnasium, ready for action in this fourth quarter. Grizzlies trailing 26-18. Ball over to Eli Heston on the left side. Right side, kicks it back to Meister. He'll get in the lane, goes up into Brown, connects it. No foul called as he tried to draw one. 6-point Tiger lead now, 26-20. Grizzlies trying to get one stop at a time.
In a funny way, that could be a game-winning shot because we hadn't scored forever. And the Tigers just had all the momentum on both ends of the court, and we needed an icebreaker.
Pitlawani with the basketball, kicks it over now to Southwell. Kicks it corner to Brown. Brown loses the handle, stripped away by Brock, corralled by Eaton. Carnahan pushes tempo as it's poked out of bounds. Jack saw Heston sneaking backside if Carnahan could have found him, but good hands by Tegan Southwell of the Fort Scott Tigers.
Yeah, it was, and a 6-point lead isn't much, but it feels like it with how the offense is kind of going here. In Fort Scott, I said a team would start to loosen up, and they definitely did in the third quarter, outscoring us 15-5.
Eaton gets a foot in the lane. He's blocked by Trey Brown on the floater. He'll stay with Labette County here, trailing by 6.
Yeah, you'd like to see maybe a designed inbounds for Heston over the top 3 or a corner 3.
As they look to get it in, they'll get into Brock. Eaton saves it. Heston comes away with it. Kicks it to Carnahan. He'll kick it out to Meister. He'll shoot the open 3. Leaves it short. Rebound, Trent Brock. Stripped away, though, from underneath by Bradbury. Up the floor to Pitlawani, and the Tigers will slow it down here with a 6-point lead.
So close to having something there. Even just a pair of free throws. We were so close.
Ball comes to Thomas. Rotate around the perimeter. Grizzlies in man-to-man defense in this final quarter. Southwell with it at the top of the key. Surveys now to Bradbury. Bradbury up top to Brown. Fort Scott content running their offense till they get an open shot. Thomas with it now, kicks it over to Brown. Brown surveys, now up top to Pitlawani. Rotates it around the perimeter to Thomas. Just down screens, side screens being set by the Tigers. Again, this has that feeling, and I hate to say this, as a 3 comes from Bradbury. Bradbury misses, but their offense reminds me so much of a St. Mary's Colgan offense where we're content running our offense.
Yeah, and they're, like you said earlier, coached by a previous assistant coach there at Colgan, so it makes sense.
As Eaton surveys the floor, kicks it up top to Carnahan. Man-to-man defense, Grizzlies can't be stagnant as they're the ones trailing by 6. They got to go. Heston loses his footing, guarded closely by Bradbury. Back out to Carnahan. Carnahan now to Eaton, kicks it to Carnahan. Open 3 from Chase. Hits the rim, hits all sides. Rebound by Trent Brock. Great rebound over Southwell.
Yeah, it was, and we needed to keep this possession alive because we're going to have to start scoring.
Eaton with it. Misses an open Eaton. Now they'll give it to him. Misses an open Heston. He'll drive. No good on the pull-up. Rebound Tigers as they'll be content once again running their offense. Pitlawani with the basketball. Kicks it over to the wing where Southwell is at. Ball pressure picking up for the Grizzlies as they're urging them to pick it up a little bit more. Bradbury with the basketball, harassed by Heston. They'll kick it to Brown. He'll drive. A near steal by the Grizzlies. Pump fake by Brown, and he connects it. Tigers extend their lead to 8.
He has 20 points.
20 of the 28.
20 of the 28.
As Eaton with it on the right wing, kicks it out to Meister. 28-20, ball into Heston. He'll connect on the cutting layup by Bradbury. 28-22, 6-point deficit once again. And again, one stop at a time is what the Grizzlies need as the clock is approaching 4 minutes till the end of this ball game.
Yes, it is, and Fort Scott showing hints of playing conservative as we have a turnover here.
As he steps out of bounds, Pitlawani does turnover. Fort Scott, Labette County basketball sub coming in. Bradbury checks out. Number 30, Braden Heimer will check in.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I talk about this a lot. It kind of gets on my nerves whenever teams sit on a lead. Fort Scott hadn't had that great of a lead, but they've started to play conservative, and they've only scored once in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies have scored 4 points, and they've only scored 2 points. So conservatism is not what you want to start doing because you start trying to sit on your lead, and then your offensive efficiency just plummets.
Carnahan hands it off to Heston. Now back to Meister. 3:51 remains in regulation. It's 28-22 Fort Scott. Carnahan drives, kicks it out. Not looking to attack the rim. They're just trying to settle for a 3. As Brock now has it on the left wing, kicks it over to Heston. Heston now getting the lane, puts up a floater over Brown, around the rim and out. Rebound Meister. He can't connect on the 2-footer, and Brown gets the rebound this time. Ball stripped, Brown harassed, as they're going to say a timeout, Fort Scott. Here at the 3:22 mark. It's a 30-second timeout. 28-22. We'll keep it here. And Jack, the Grizzlies got to continue to pick up the defensive intensity as they look passive right now on the offensive end.
Yeah, we do. Fort Scott's lane defense isn't anything special, but we're making it look like it. We'll go dribble towards the basket. No one stops us, and we kick it out. And whenever we have committed, it's done well. Eli Heston just rattled in and out a floater that usually falls. Trey Vinson had a nice layup when he drove earlier. I think Eli got to the rim earlier and had one go in and out. So we're getting a lot more efficient looks that have a better chance of going in than a 2-dribble kick out long 3. And the lanes are there, so just keep taking them.
28-22. Tigers with the basketball against this full court press, and near steal by the Grizzlies, but Pitt Lawani right there in time. He's going to drive against Eaton. Eaton picks up the foul, and the Grizzlies, if they're going to have to get him in the bonus, they're going to have to start fouling now, as that's only the 3rd team foul against Labette County and the 2nd against Griffin Eaton.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very, very low fouled game. 4 total in the second half and not many in the first.
Ball comes over to Thomas into the corner now to Heimer as he's guarded closely by Heston. They're going to get into Southwell. Southwell steps out of bounds. Turnover Fort Scott as number 5's coming to the game, Dryden Coulson, and it will be Heimer checking out. Vincent's checking in now for Labette County, as it will be Eaton checking out for the Grizzlies.
Hopefully Trey, who's done a good job whenever he's committed to those lanes I was just talking about, finishing at the rim and under control. So hopefully he can come off of a dribble handoff and try to get to the rim and finish for 2 here.
Grizzlies trailing by 6, 2:53 remains in regulated time, as it's Heston with the basketball on the left wing, uses a screen from Meister, nothing there, kicks it to Meister, gets in the lane, goes up, he is fouled by number 25, Colin Thomas, as that is his 3rd foul. So 2 shots coming for Alex Meister. First shot is up and in. Fort Scott Tigers are still, the fans anyways, do not like this officiating crew one bit. As it's 28-23, Meister hit the front end. Their second one is up and in for Alex. 2 of 2 at the free throw line. It's just a 4-point game now, and the Grizzlies are in full court pressure in a 2-2-1 zone press.
Yeah, and we're 2 points closer to time than because we drove to the rack.
As that's not where the Tigers wanted to put the basketball, and Tigers have to use another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, and we're going to keep it here because it's a big moment right now in this ball game. 28-24. Jack, you know the Grizzlies continue to press each and every possession, but in the offensive side, you got to know they're content running their offense. So now you got to slowly start getting up in the grill, start taking some gambles, try and force a turnover.
Yeah, and we've done that a couple possessions in a row and just recently scored off of one of them. We've outscored Fort Scott 6, which isn't much, but that's more than Fort Scott's 2. They've played tight. They've played like they've had the lead. I'm not saying that if they played loose they would have a big lead, because the Grizzlies have played pretty good defense to say that, but they have started to play tight, and the Grizzlies have taken advantage.
Ball inbounded to Colin Thomas. Thomas gets it up across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Gavin Pitlawani, guarded by Carnahan. As
nice
Carnahan gets great hands on the ball and gets a steal, he'll go right at Gavin Pitlawani and connect it. 28-26, 2-point game here as the Grizzlies continue with the pressure in a 2-2-1 press. A cross-court pass to Trey Brown, gets it across, he backs it into the corner. Grizzlies back up in man-to-man as Thomas has it, hands it off to Brown.
Yeah, the man-to-man ISO defense for Labette County has just been great. Nobody wants it for Fort Scott right now.
Pitlawani has the basketball, hands it off to Thomas. Heston picks up the pressure, getting closely on Thomas. Now it's out to Cousins, guarded by Brock. Cousins now hands it off to Southwell. Southwell surveys, gives it up to Brown. Here comes that St. Mary's Colgan offense that we talked about, content running the timeout. 2-point game. Grizzlies got to have the basketball. 1:22 on the clock now. 28-26. and a foul called against Trey Vinson. They're going to have to do that to get this to stop as the Fort Scott crowd behind us just continues to clap at the officials hysterically, as that's team foul number 4 against Labette County.
Up until that point, one team foul separated us from them, so just a horribly called game, right?
Right. Ball inbounded to Brown. Labette County tries to trap it.
Ooh.
High pass over the top to Pitt Lawani, as they're going to get the foul on Heston. They're going to have to start fouling consistently here, as that's team foul number 5.
Yeah, and I kind of like the position that we're in right now. We have momentum. Even if they go to the line and knock down a free throw, we still have momentum because we've limped our way back into this game.
Inbound coming for the Tigers, surveying the floor. They'll get into Pitt Lawani. Pitt Lawani guarded by Carnahan. Carnahan continues to hound Pitt Lawani, as now they will foul number 15, Tegan Southwell, team foul number 6. So next one puts the Tigers in the bonus. As Coach Argerbright says, listen, so when he yells fire, that's usually what that means, is to start fouling.
Yep.
As they'll see what is to come here. As they try to inbound the basketball, they'll get it into Thomas. As Thomas picks up his dribble, he's in trouble. Now it's to Brown, as they'll foul Trey Brown. That's who Argerbright wanted.
Oh.
I don't know why, but that's who
Okay.
Argerbright wanted, to send Trey Brown to the line here to shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping one more pass then foul, because Southwell was going to get the ball and did after the foul, and he's 0 for 2 and hasn't shot a free throw since the first quarter, and Trey Brown's 2 for 3.
As they'll give the foul to Trent Brock. Rare occasion, Trent Brock with his first foul just now. 1-and-1 is up for Brown. He hits it, extends the lead to 3. Argerbright says box out here for Labette County. 59 seconds to go in this one.
He seems really confident that Brown's going to miss for some reason.
29-26. Second shot from Brown is up. Argerbright must have knew something. Got the rebound from Chase Carnahan. As here come the Grizzlies. 52 seconds to go. Ball over to Heston. They're down 3. Heston's going to drive against Pitt Lawani. Go up and connect it. 1 point. Fort Scott lead. And a timeout, I believe. 5 white with a warning. And that's going to be on Eli Heston. I don't know, Eli Heston got a warning.
I have no idea what he did.
He said that Heston tapped the basketball after it went through the rim. You cannot touch it. You have to let it fall in its spot. Full timeout here on Harrison Gymnasium. Jack, let's thank our sponsors one final time, as this broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op.
Other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Nodine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House. And stay tuned for our post-game show here shortly after regulation concludes, or overtime, and that show will be sponsored by Bowen Pharmacy.
Tigers make their way back out onto the floor. We are 45.2 seconds away from deciding either overtime or a victory here in Harrison Gymnasium for one of these two squads. Full court pressure from Labette County. Here comes Brown up the sideline. Vincent right on him. Timeout Fort Scott, as it's going to be a chess match here. 45.2 seconds. It's a full one. Let's take 30 seconds right here on KLKC. 30-second timeout.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast.
Better call 911.
At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
45.2 seconds left here in regulation of this matchup between the Labette County Grizzlies and the Fort Scott Tigers. Grizzlies in full court pressure. It's Eaton, Vinson, Heston, Brock, and Carnahan. Tigers set to inbound it. It is Thomas getting it in to Brown. They're not going to foul him this time. They're surveying. And a near steal by the Grizzlies as ball goes cross-court pass. And that's okay if you can get a rebound. Now they've got a foul. 33.2 seconds left. Pitt Lawani has it. Heston tries to go cut him off. Pitt Lawani will head to the line for a 1-and-1. I can't believe they shot it.
I was literally going to say that exact same sentence. Like, I was. They had us beat. It's tough. Because you would rather take a layup than, because you know that we're going to foul you, than take your chances of making both, let alone that you're in the 1-and-1. So I don't mind them taking advantage of the 1v3, but that was like a running floater off the glass. That was risky.
Pitt Lawani's front end of the 1-and-1 is up. It is off the rim, no good. 29-28. 28 seconds remain in this ball game. Heston with it. Pump fakes a three, working against Thomas. Gets in the lane, spin move, kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton now goes baseline, in trouble, kicks it out to Heston. Three ball from Heston. Planted for Eli Heston, the leader of this basketball team. 31-29, Grizzlies with a 2-point lead. We will keep it here as Coach Argerbright just called a full timeout. 13.9 seconds left. Eli Heston rips the net from downtown. Here we go, Jack. Grizzlies now on the defensive end of this.
I will be surprised if Fort Scott shoots a three. They're going to try to attack. I bet Trey Brown gets it short corner or somewhere in the paint to try to take somebody one-on-one. If he gets it, we'll double or triple team him. They have not made a three in this ball game, and I think only shot 4 or 5. Maybe not even that. They've barely shot any threes.
I don't disagree with you, but I'd say he sits on the backside, and here comes Gavin Pitt Lawani driving the lane. They're going to try and dish it off somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I say that, and then if they shoot one and make it, it'll just be like, come on, you haven't made one all game and then make the game winner. But you're right, Pitt Lawani, I would give Pitt Lawani credit for about 6 of Trey Brown's points. He's done a nice job of working with our man one-on-one, beating him, forcing us to help, and then dishing it to Trey Brown. So Pitt Lawani and Brown are going to be huge here. Or do you let a dark horse player take it? We'll find out next week.
Full court pressure from these Labette County Grizzlies. 13 seconds on the clock. It's Pitt Lawani with the basketball. 8 seconds on the clock. Here comes Pitt Lawani in the lane. Kicks it for 3 from Hines. No good. It's Carnahan on the backside rebound. 2.3 seconds left.
You called it.
Chase Carnahan heads to the line for one. No, there's no bonus, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're nowhere close to the bonus.
Yeah, this game, unless they steal the inbounds, this game's over.
There's only 3 fouls, so there's no bonus.
Over if they don't steal the inbound.
There's no 1-and-1.
Right.
So officials are lost. So there's only 3 team fouls. There's no way you're going to pick up 4 fouls in 2.3 seconds that I have ever seen.
They have to steal the inbound or it's over.
And if you're the Grizzlies, there's the inbound up the floor, 1.1. It will be a ball game final score of Labette County Grizzlies being victorious 31-29, providing nothing miraculous happens here for the Tigers. But even with 1.1 seconds on the clock, I don't think you can get a shot up in time.
Yeah, I mean, unless you obviously steal it, as in catch it, like they were throwing it to you. Right.
Yeah.
You just got to set your screens here, get open, make sure it's nothing illegal.
Surveying to get it in, a lob over the top.
Oh my.
Stolen by Trey Brown. He took a dribble, didn't know where he was at. And it is Labette County Grizzlies victorious here on their home floor in the SEK League against the Fort Scott Tigers, 31-29. Coach Argerbright loves it. His squad loves it. A sweep of the Fort Scott Tigers in Harrison Gymnasium. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have your post-game show brought to you by